The battle for autonomous vehicles, Google's Waymo versus Tesla, a true clash of the titans. In this video, we're going to cover three key areas of this race, starting off the current status of autonomous vehicles, technological approaches towards autonomous vehicles these two companies have, and scale economics towards getting this autonomous technology out towards the nation. Starting off the current status, it's important to note where autonomous vehicle regulation is at. The Department of Transportation recently just announced a letter trying to streamline rules and regulations to start to expand and innovate on autonomous vehicle technology. This is extremely important as we are pretty much already where we need to be for technology on these vehicles, but we're really just being held back by nationwide regulation. Starting off with Waymo, Waymo is delivering 250,000 rides a week. That's up 5x year over year with their autonomous vehicles through Waymo. Waymo is currently in San Francisco, LA, Phoenix, and Austin, out in the wild delivering autonomous rides today. No driver, no nothing, getting you from point A to point B with no one in the car. Now, Tesla's approach, they're starting off in June to get their fully autonomous vehicles revving and rolling. Both of these companies are fully in the driver's seat, pun intended, to continue to drive this autonomous vehicle theme forward. Now, in terms of technological approaches, there's two key distinct areas here. Waymo is focusing on sensors, HD maps, cameras, a host of technologies to be able to try to deliver a one driver approach where they have the ultimate driver based on these technologies. This gives them a unified approach versus Tesla, who is solely focusing on video cameras, video training through these cameras, and then neural nets developed and trained versus Tesla, who is focusing on a vision only approach using cameras on the car to be able to train their AI models and their neural nets through vision of the cars driving. Now, Tesla has a huge advantage here because they have so many cars out in the wild now, and they're actually getting training data every single day at exponential levels. As AI continues to get better as well, the combination of this data through vision and improving AI models are going to help Tesla become better and better and better with these autonomous vehicles. That brings us down to our third and final key step, which is the economic scale of these two companies. So if you ask Elon Musk what's the key difference between Google's Waymo and Tesla, he would say Waymo is way more expensive. Bada boom. But in all seriousness, Waymo is a lot more expensive because they rely on these expensive sensors, all these other technologies, not solely just that vision or camera-based model. So Waymo is currently out there taking rides, but they're going to do this at a higher price compared to Tesla, and it's also going to be harder for them to develop the hardware and be able to scale this nationwide. Versus Tesla, who has a vision-only approach, and the advantage to this is they rely on OTA or over-the-air software updates, where they can essentially turn their current fleet of Model Ys or Teslas out on the road today into fully autonomous cars. They have a fleet of 4 million cars right now, and this is going to help Tesla scale exponentially. So Elon Musk even noted on their earnings call, as they get comfortable with their launch in Austin and they prove the ability of this software update to be able to run on these current Teslas, there's really no stopping them from being able to scale this out to other cities pretty quickly throughout the United States. Again, the main thing holding these two companies back and this new technology coming on board for all of us is regulation, which is starting to be put into the forefront for the Department of Transportation. So with all that noted, in terms of who's going to win this race for autonomous vehicles, Waymo is currently in the lead, delivering more rides or more cities, and I like their approach of having one unified driver because Tesla has to rely on a multitude of different driving styles, different drivers, different abilities, all to train this model, versus Waymo having one standardized approach. But in terms of investing and where we think we're actually going to return here, I think Tesla's scale is really untouchable. The fact that their cars are much less expensive versus Waymo, their training models are much less expensive versus running these sensors and trying to get all these other forms of data. Tesla has a unique advantage in being able to scale and get this out quickly to their fleets that are already out in the wild today. Now, the camera approach does have some downsides, such as high glare hitting the cameras, low visibility conditions such as fog, affecting some of the car's ability to solely rely on that camera and vision. But Elon Musk notes that this shouldn't be a concern and that this is why they're still fully moving forward with the camera and vision only model. My bets would be on Tesla being able to scale this. And Elon also notes that they're going to have material financial impact from this by the middle of next year as they continue to roll this out. I'd love to know your thoughts, so please leave a comment below on who you think's going to win this race. And as always, like this video or subscribe for more updates.